Hello everyone, welcome to the end. And by that I mean, we're at the Demon King's temple. Prince Lion is here with nearly capped stats. And one of us is gonna die. Whether it is Prince Lion or us, this playthrough is going to come to an end. And if Prince Lion does not finish us off, then well, we'll have our shot at the Demon King. I meant to start this off a lot more optimistically, but then I decided to not count squares. Okay, so Archer goes here, and X, perfect. I also forget that I have several dancers. So, usually in a casual playthrough I'd send people up each side, meet in the middle, and then go fight Lion. We may or may not do that. You still have, okay, you have Demon Surge, Steel Lance. Steel Lance is irrelevant. Oh, that the Demon Surge isn't. Really, I just don't want to fall on my face during the end of this with, like, this guy, because if anyone steps onto this square accidentally, they're going to get obliterated. Okay, yes, to the left of, so Erica goes on the green square. One wrong move on this map, and it is truly game over, because there are sword slayers, there are brave weapons, Demon Surge hits like a train, like it is absolutely crazy potential for a wreck in glorious fashion. And also, if you haven't told, like, I don't have any memory and did no research of which enemies actually move and when, so we're just gonna be flying by with the seat of a wyvern, and I'm just trying to keep as many dangerous enemies down as possible, and we're absolutely using our barrier staves to the maximum, because I do not want anything to go wrong, because these guys have absolutely ridiculous magic attack, because without the barrier that would have done 18 damage instead of 11. Okay, so the spider did not move. That guy moves, and he has a steel lance. Steel lances can technically hurt. But we do actually want you to get that some experience, or we can have Archer just take care of that. This guy move? I don't think so. Yeah, that seems like a solid plan. Yep, solid plan. really good. Granted, we get hit back like a truck. Yeah, and this is why we have the Dragonstone, and I just want to keep feeding, like Myrrh is the one character that I'm actually still trying to feed a little bit because of just how useful one-shotting these guys is. So, if I do that, Ephraim has crazy movement. I have a physic and a lot of dancers for barriers. We're just gonna barrier up just in case, because having Ephraim and Franz over there is going to be a big deal, because Sword Slayers are super effective against Seth, and that's probably one of the very few ways that Seth is going to perish, if at all, the other being Prince Lion or the Demon King. And well, also this guy. Actually, I think what we can... How far does Franz get? Franz gets pretty far. So I need one of them to replace her spot and the other one to move. So what we can do is rescue with Ephraim after we make sure we have the correct one equipped. Here is a take with Erica. Yeah, Silver Lance is fine. There we go. I want Marissa as close as possible because she's effective against those guys. Actually, I probably want to lure this guy anyway because he is absolutely ridiculous and he is guarded by spiders. But I do have a rescue staff with Tana, so we might just be alright to jump in there and try and longbow to whittle them down. I don't mind that it's just Entombed trying to come get me, because generally their stats pretty much suck, and also they give a ton of experience. Ephraim only attacked once. Okay. Good weapon conservation, Arctic. It's not that I don't have more axes in the convoy. Well. Those guys do have absolutely pathetic speed. Oof. Okay. So we will need to take care of this side first. That's going to be really annoying. Right, we can fly. Nobody has shadow shot though. Okay, so that's a guaranteed 42. That's not a ton. That is 72. Okay, so we can guarantee the kill. Alright, because I correct that these are effective. Awesome. What does the Brave Bow do? Alright, Brave Bow also pretty much guarantees a kill. How's the Longbow do? The Longbow is only one because of how crazy that is. Okay. Okay, so I also need to kill the spider. That is Xaxes. And then Seth can reach the spider. Okay, so probably how we want to do that is go for the Xaxes here. Have Erica in support range, get the accuracy boost, and go for lethal on this guy. Alright. Well, she already has max defense, and that's probably what matters. So now Seth can go up here. Just gotta go confirm because we're fighting a Draco zombie. Yeah, the sacred weapons are so good to have. Pretty much you just keep them in storage and then pull them out to... I'll take care of all of this. Okay, we're actually doing... We might be able to just... Well, we can't ignore this, but we might be able to ignore it for a turn and deal with things a little bit more soundly. Alright. Do I just use the silver bow? Because if I have Franz follow up... Yeah, both have a 3% crit. Yeah, we'll just use the silver bow. Yeah, these things are like more terrible. Oh wow, that's what you get, Reeve. That is what you get. We dodge an 86 and crit the Draco zombie. That is the most I've popped off this entire playthrough. Let's go. That frees up so much. I don't even know what that frees up. Really, that frees up Franz. Alright, how you have a poison sword. And you were just annoying and you're there. Okay. We may have triggered a reinforcement zone. How much damage did you do? Not a lot. Okay, so those guys are irrelevant in terms of damage. Kind of. So probably the most important thing is to get everyone up and together. So that probably starts by just grabbing our bishop. Alright, and then Ephraim has enough defense for the poison sword. Does Ephraim have enough speed? Is it? Okay, so Franz is going to be the one here. You will either get healed or something. Alright, so Ephraim is going to come back. Guy actually can do something. Alright, 10 is a physic anyway, so that doesn't super matter. Okay, so I have 2 more staff range. Okay, actually, if I have 2 more staff range, I can go here. Rescue. Now Archer is now back with the group. Is that the most relevant use of that staff? Probably not. But everyone is now at least back where they're supposed to be now. Ephraim having plenty of defense. Let's just get rid of that guy. Mur can come up over here and hang. Alright. That is going very smoothly. Like the entombed, I do need to be aware of, so that way they don't come back to get me through a flank. However, their slow movement is not comparable to how quickly this group is moving. However, this guy has cavalry levels of movement. could actually catch us and has enough speed to do some serious damage to my low defense units, potentially the dancers and or, well, Archer and Garrick. Okay, do any of you have Shadow Shot? No. Alright. But what that does mean is that next turn, probably we're getting the reinforcements from over here. Do I care about these guys coming up from the back? Not right now. The important thing is getting everybody up here and safe. Because these guys are probably going to come over, but there's probably going to be this side's reinforcements coming first. Now, this guy can do 27, 34, 30. Okay, 27 is 4, 30 is 7, so that's 11, and then 27, 24, and 34, 30, and 27. Okay, so that's, and then 34. Okay, so that is not lethal, and none of these guys double fronts. I have nearly full uses of Siegmund and 63 evasion. $61 evasion. This is because I have 3 dancers. This was probably the first time I've actually ever successfully just clumped everyone up over here. Alright, and then because you can fly. Alright, yeah, this guy is relevant. Sword Slayer in the back. Battle Axe, Dragon Axe. Dragon Axe is relevant to Murr, but nobody else. And then just a bunch of claws, and this guy is annoying, but not much else. Alright, so we will probably want here just to have ready. Just in case, we will probably want someone in the back who can fly. What a formation. Is it now just the generic enemies are breaking the HP caps. Because all of my units are HP capped at 60. There's not so much. And then those two poor guys. Alright, and that was the most accurate attack. Did the oh, maybe the spider was supposed to move first. That's weird that the reinforcements on the other side were not triggered. 7 move silver lance. Do these guys have anything besides silver lances? No. Alright, so since they have silver lances and not much else, do I... Okay, so this guy... I honestly don't super care if he gets 2 rounded or 1. Okay, so this means... So this guy can have 8 squares. Okay. Alright, so presumably... We'll have Seth. We'll have Seth sit. We'll have Erica sit here to support Seth. Seth will wait there with Garn. Garrick will hang out in back. Does Archer double 16, does not double 15. Okay, so Archer doesn't double or anything, but he still does. He still hits like a truck and has weapon advantage. And it's only one of them for right now. So then we'll sit here with the silver bow. Ephraim. Alright, we should have a dancer move up here just in case. Myrrh is a flyer and can sit there. Alright, we got everyone tucked in a corner. I gave it, oof, didn't give those guys time to move a little closer, and this is, yeah. As much as it was probably safe to use Siegmund, I want to make sure that I do have an amount of uses for the Demon King, but probably more importantly, I need to have enough uses so that way it doesn't get used up while I'm fighting Prince Lion. And no one else is in range, so we can't suffer from success. Ugh. That's just... That's not pretty. I just don't like that. lion does not move, so I don't have to worry about that. The dragon axe guy there. Hammer, I don't have to worry about it. These guys have crimson eye. Woo. Okay, so longbow does kill. And it does put Marissa in range, so this might be... another rescue staff, because I don't want to throw Marissa into literally all of this crap. But she would be able to defeat both eyeballs, and we have dancers that can get there. Okay, so I think the first thing is just confirm that with Mer. That guy's gone. Okay, so that square can be hit by pretty much literally everything. So then I would want to attack this guy from 2 range. And I'm going to have to dance dancers to get over it. So if I'm attacking from... range, assuming I'm not dancing dancers. Forgot she was the one with the rescue staff. This could be a little bit. Okay, what is your 37? Okay, 36, 36, and 20. Zero is 19. Okay, so the other thing that I could do, okay, so 36 and 36 over 20 is just 32. Okay, so I can theoretically actually just ignore that. And what I can do is Garrick is faster enough at 19, so that would be 30 to 34, and Garrick is less likely to get hit and can potentially have Marissa in support range. Okay. So now, if we just bury your Tana, we actually now have everybody safe, and what I can do is actually just dance Garrick back, heal up Arthur, then have Arthur go down to deal with the Entombed. Because these guys don't get anywhere. So then Archer can actually just come down here, Killer Axe, Silver Axe. Yes, Silver Axe. Alright, heat is not relevant for that guy, because that guy does only... That guy could theoretically poison, but that's an irrelevant amount of damage in this particular case. Okay, does Franz or anybody need a level? Nope. health. Hello, Light Brand. Let's see if you can do the exact 10 damage you're supposed to do, like you did in Fire Emblem 6. Screw it, I have so many elixirs, we're just gonna do that. I probably could have taken this a little bit faster. Right, we need these guys all in. We need all of the dancers and Ephraim and Marissa on standby because those guys can theoretically outrange Mer. Not that they do any damage, but they can attack without being counterattacked. Good dodge, Arthur. Jeez, did you want me to give you... You might just get Garm to go fight Lion. Yeah, that's... unfortunate side effect. And we still have one of those guys to deal with. Yeah, because barriered up, you... Yeah, that's 28. Yeah, Archer might just get Garmin over Seth at this point to go fight Lions, because those are some really nice levels at the end there. Because Seth does not have the physical attack to go take him down. Archer does, and Archer's res is maxed out. Okay, do not step forward. Mara is going to come this way. Marissa is going to go here. And we are not going to get hit with Crimson Eye. Because of him, we still need the spear up and ready. What an absolutely silly fight. Okay, so we've got dancers galore. I think this is probably just the best in terms of the current formation. Hopefully Franz will just crit one of these guys or both of them and get them out of here. If not, this is why we have Tana there to clear them out from the back. So that way we can get more people to filter in. Yeah, maybe it's opposite side triggers in terms of reinforcement advancement because I advanced up the left and the reinforcements on the right got triggered. So I wonder maybe if there's a reinforcement zone trigger on the right that I just didn't trip. And this guy didn't move. This always makes me very concerned when reinforcements don't load. Okay, well, when these guys don't load. Okay, so there's a... Getting that guy out of the mix there, but the Dragon Axe guy can't reach up here, so you can just bring Myrrh up the back. And is Myrrh going to live through a fight, through a full round with the Demon King? Probably not. Am I absolutely willing to sacrifice Myrrh just to get some damage at them? Yes. Okay, so that guy just has Battle Axe, Dragon Axe. This guy has the Sword Slayer and Silver Axe. Lion doesn't move. So Franz can sit here with his spear and guard from this guy with the short spear, Silver Axe. Okay, they have a support conversation, but I can also dance to get Erica or Seth really up there. Alright, you will go here and hang out. Erica will do the support conversation. Oops, that was just a lot of button presses. That's what we want. Good stairs, guys. Alright, Silver Bow. Alright, we do want Archer further up. And Ephraim can hang at the back. None of them moved. Okay. I guess it's time to start doing some tentative checks. Okay, so I can actually just one round Lion, assuming that I get another dancer to and heal Franz. And I have plenty of Sigma uses. Can I get a dancer to him? Yeah, it's gonna be squirrely, but I can do it. Right, because he doesn't have any crit. Alright, we made it. Sure. So you need to Alright, so there's the dancer. Now, as long as this is higher than 34, that is more than 34. Alright, round 2. You know, I didn't even check the Brave Lance. Honestly, I don't think it would have done nearly as much because Siegmund just has so much attack power relative. Alright, Franz, are you gonna cap the rest of your stats? Okay. Sorry, bud. Now, why did I wait for those lines? Because this is the most unique and most, honestly, probably my favorite boss in the absolute entirety of the series. The Demon King. Just... Wait, I can actually just hit him turn 1? Our Erica dies, but... Alright, how do I... How much... What is his... 18, okay. Well, I don't think he's slowed down because he has maximum constitution. So Seth could theoretically double. Oh, we're going to bring Mur up here anyway because we want Mur to be able to hit. We're going to bring our dancers up. You know, since Mur is a flyer, we can probably have her one more there. Curiously, what does Tana do? 13, okay. Like, this might not be the hardest final boss battle, but in terms of intimidation rather than just like a random evil dragon, Franz literally takes him down by half. Alright, that is... Alright, next turn, we are just going to immediately win. And I love it. Like I said, not a hard boss, but comparative necessarily to Random Evil Dragon number 5, I love it. Sorry, Seth, we're borrowing this. Alright, sacrifices will be made. I know that there's... Yeah, reinforcements, sure. Oh, let's just do it perfect. Yeah, let's try it. I guess Demon Light is physical, I guess, because that didn't reduce the damage. Because that's 50 and... Yeah, and Franz is taking 27. Okay, whatever. Yeah, this is absolutely like, granted, I grew up with this game, so I am biased. But my goodness. How else are you supposed to make a boss? Like, them summoning all this random garbage around. We can't actually reach him. Oops. Fun. I'm just gonna check to see what the light magic does. Nothing. Okay. You know, we're just gonna get rid of this guy so that way we can get everybody back up to. And because we can, Latona. Crit from behind. Let's go. What do you mean there's no crit chance and this isn't a sneak attack because he knows we're here? Because we literally announced ourselves. Way to carry the playthrough, Franz, after Seth. We did it. We set out with a goal of killing the Demon King. And here we are. Like, my goodness. Like, if this doesn't make you want to subscribe a first time doing this, then yeah. I forgot that Iwata was the one who produced it. Rest in peace, man. Just, from what it seemed like, a very, very nice guy and an awesome game developer. Alright, back to... Oh man, you gotta love that. I'm just like, oh wow, what a really nice guy, after I'm just in the middle of popping off that sarcastically, I know I'm not the best Fire Emblem player ever, but in terms of randomizers, I set out with a goal. I knew what I needed to do. I had the long-term plans in my back pocket from literally the start of the game. We did it. We set out with the goal of defeating the Demon King. We made sure we had units that could kill the Demon King. We made sure that we could reach the Demon King. We set out with literally my cat falling off of my office chair because... But we did it. We had the plan, we executed the plan, we had backup plans for when the plan failed, because we knew the goal. It was to carry a sacred relic up to the Demon King's front door, knock politely, then proceed to kick the thing down and shove a sacred relic in his face and laugh. And that is exactly what we did. We carried through from the very beginning. We knew that we might get Purge Bishop reinforcements in Roston. We were just like, all right, we didn't like, we knew what the exact minimum was that we needed, and we made sure that it was there on every map. We minimize risks, and we did it. This is how you Randomizer Ironman Fire Emblem. Yes, I know this is over the course of a very long time, and like, technically this was not like live and it's all recorded so whatnot, so you're just taking my word that I wasn't like stating and editing this, but considering everything else, just we did it. Franz, 173 wins. Oh my goodness. Way to go, Franz. Well, thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see more randomizers, please subscribe. Because I don't know how else you would see these videos because they probably have relatively no reach right now. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and well, I have a Fire Emblem 7 randomizer lined up, and we are gonna have just as good of a time. Well, it's Diet Course. Oh, what a... Of course, not the king of scuff, but we're close. Again, thank you all so much for joining me as I talk through all of this stuff, and maybe soon I'll put out like a crash course on what to do with randomizing, because also, like, I'll be straightforward, this wasn't my first randomizer. I've done like 6 or so randomizers of this game, and I've also played through it a bunch beforehand growing up on GBA and stuff, so I knew where the hiccups were. I knew what BS to expect from Fog of War maps. Like, I was going into this with as much information besides like the actual changelog that one could reasonably go into this with. So I know that it's probably not the craziest achievement, and I know that this is one of the easier Fire Emblem games in consideration of just as the series as a whole. But hey, we did it. we did the thing. We did the goal. We defeated the Demon King and saved the day. Again, I know I said thank you a bunch, but if you've made it this far in the series all the way through to the end, seriously, thank you for all your time, and I hope you got a lot of enjoyment out of it. Again, this is Mithril Turtle, and I will catch you hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.